Hello viewers, welcome back to this edition of the video on building construction. I still remain your humble teacher, Teacher Dixon the Senior, and I want to continue on the series we talked about on the introduction of building construction. In the last video, we considered the personnel that are necessary before or during the construction of a building. So today, I'd like us to take a look at the preparation process. What are the things to be done if we want to set out or set up a building structure? Note that I did not make a mistake saying set out, but I needed to also make you to understand that there is set up and then set out. Okay, we will be coming to that in the course of the analysis. All right, so what are the things to be considered primarily after considering the personnel? What is the actual starting point? So that will lead us to where we're having site preparation. Site preparation are the things we do on the site. Note that I'm using the word site. It means where we want to build the house is called a site. S-I-T-E. All right. In the building site, what are the primary things to be done? Let's begin by saying this. After the surveyor, who is the land surveyor, might have looked at the land, he has seen the soil texture, he has tested the ground, he has seen the soil bearing capacity, and he has done every necessary investigations on the land. The next thing to be taken into consideration will be the opening of the access road, which is the number one thing to be done when we are considering site planning and preparation. So now, opening of access road entails the workers making way of exit and entrance to the building site, clearing what is necessary to be cleared. So there will be entrance, which will lead to the adjoined road. So that is number one thing we consider in site preparation. The second thing we'll take a look at is the actual land clearing or site clearing. So having opened the access road, there is need for the portion or the plots to be cleared. So we will need to cut the grasses, pack the stumps, burn things that are needed to be burnt, and then uproot those stems that were cut, and also to level the ground. If it was not just a virgin land, maybe it was to be a place that a building structure was put up before and it was demolished for this purpose, for the new building to be set up, then there will be need for the block that were broken to be totally crushed down and leveled before the building will start. So that is the second thing to be considered when trying to put up a structure, which is part of the site preparation. What's the next thing to be considered? The number three equally important thing to be considered will be building of what we call hoardings. What do we call this? It is things like the site offices, storage areas, and also perimeter fencing. That's temporary perimeter fencing. What do we mean by this? There will be need for things like cement tools to be stored. So there should be provision for those areas. There will be need for the site engineer to have a place of residence, which will be provided temporarily as well in the site. And there will also be need for the place to be secure. So there will be temporary fabrication, like maybe using barbed wires or use zinc to form the perimeter fencing to shield the place from thieves and unnecessary access during the construction process. So that is the next thing that will be done in the course of the site preparation. All right, the next thing that will be done is the arrangement of the site. How do I mean? There will be need for places like where the mortar will be mixed to be leveled and then constructed, what we call mixing platform. There will be need also for other things to be put up, like maybe the supplying of water. The pipes will be taken to a nearby place so that when there will be need for water to be fetched, it will just be taken at once. So those things are equally very important in the process of preparing the site. What then? What next are we going to do after this? The materials will be brought in and then stored at the appropriate places. So that is the next thing to be considered in the course of site preparation. What do I mean by the materials? There should be places made for stockpiles where aggregates, by aggregate I mean the sand, the gravel, and the granites, where they will be stored. So those places equally should be made provision for. So those are the site preparation procedures to be taken, after which the next level of construction involving building will be the setting out. Remember, I made mention of this while beginning the video. So in our next video, we'll take a look at what we mean by the term setting out of building or setting out a building foundation. All right, thank you for joining me in this video. I hope it is beneficial to you. Please do well to share, like, and comment on it, and then continue to follow in the subsequent videos. Thank you. I remain Teacher Dixon Senior. Hello viewers, welcome back to this edition of the video on building construction. I still remain your humble teacher, Teacher Dixon the Senior, and I want to continue on the series we talked about on the introduction of building construction. In the last video, we considered the personnel that are necessary before or during the construction of a building. So today, I'd like us to take a look at the preparation process. What are the things to be done if we want to set out or set up a building structure? Note that